at Dallas's starting lineup. Big men on the floor for Middle Washington and Gafford. Christie is out there with Flag. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, we've got Wells. Santi Aldama is out there with Gigi Jackson. Then there's Ty Jerome. And it's Coward in at the 2. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Aldama with the ball, covered by Gafford. Aldama passes to Jerome. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Washington. There's a good screen. Over in the corner, Christie. Now Flag, 6 to shoot. The 3. Jerome with the rebound. To the paint. And Aldama slams it in.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
Pass to Christie. Over in the corner, Marshall. It's Flag, top of the key. Christie finds Marshall. Here's Flag. That ball. Great assist by Marshall.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Well, he just looks so confident right there, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Here's Flag. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Pass to Aldama. And here's Jackson. Back to Aldama. Banked in off the glass.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Flag. Now, here's Washington. For the screen on Jerome. Flag. No good. That would have tied it. And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Trailblazers.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
They were destroyed on the glass. Just horrendous. That explains their loss.
Here's Christie after Memphis gets the 3. A 3 ball. And that one's good. Flag. Flag's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the man. Pass to Wells. Back to Jerome. Washington against Jackson. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now Christie. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. To the left side wing. And Flag gets it to go on the assist by Christie. That's now 8 points for Cooper Flag. And Jerome has got the ball here for Memphis. 4-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
Well, that's why they're called free throws. And it seemed like with each miss, their confidence took a hit. It's just too hard to overcome that.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Flag. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. From downtown. Does not find the mark. He's made 2 and missed 1 now. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. Buries the long-range jumper. Jerome's got 8 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Pass to Marshall. Down low. Here's Flag. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And here are the teams that have been on fire from the three-point line ever since the All-Star break. In third, the Grizzlies.
I mean, they've gotten better at shooting the ball as the season has gone on, and you like their trajectory. I mean, they're in a great offensive groove right now.
On defense, Dallas. They trail by 7. Outside Jackson. Pass to Jerome. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now, here's Washington. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Now Marshall. Clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Gafford. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Everybody appreciates that extra effort on the glass.
Outside Jackson. There's a screen by Aldama. Ring shot on the way. Jackson misses.
Well, he got the shot he loves, and the defense should honestly be relieved. He didn't punish them for being a little bit soft there in the mid-range.
Here's Flag. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts. Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Outside Jackson. Here's Jerome. Here's Wells. A three-pointer, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Flag. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. And the Mavericks another 3.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now Aldama. Now Jerome. Pass to Wells. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Aldama. And the rejection by Gafford. Now Flag. Gafford is screen on Jerome. Back to Gafford. It's stolen by Aldama. Pass to Jerome. And the shot is long. Here's Dallas. They're on a 10-2 run here. Gafford finds Washington. Here's Flag to the middle. Here's Gafford. And he uses the glass on the layup. Gafford's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Memphis has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Mavericks making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Eldama. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Daniel Gafford.
And that's really just smart basketball. You send a poor foul shooter to the line.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Dallas.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
That one is off. With the season winding down, GA, what's key for a long playoff run, do you think?
Kevin, one thing is health, right? When you look back at past NBA champions, lots of times it's the teams that were able to survive the year without any major injuries.
He's off on the second. And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
Here's Flag. 13 points in the game. Back to Middleton. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last time they met was in Dallas where they beat the Mavericks.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid and the bench was the difference.
And it means they will go deep into their bench again. It worked in the last matchup. Might as well spread more minutes around.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Flag. Gafford sets the pick for Flag. Off target from outside.
I love those kind of looks as a player. Plenty of space and peace of mind to launch. Rarely see him that open.
Here's Jerome. 10 points for him. Outside Pippen. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Nembhard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Both teams will make substitutions. Grizzlies trail by 4. 1:53 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Pippen. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Klay Thompson is checked in for the Mavericks. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Pass to Clayton. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. Hits it from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
And that one is good.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Here's Pippen. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. 5 to shoot. It's up a 3. Bagley with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Nembhard sets the pick for Thompson. Fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Prosper. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Thompson inside the line. Again, the Mavericks score. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Dallas. They're up by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Bagley. Thompson is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's Williams. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard position.
And at 6'11", Bagley is a huge target. When he runs the floor, it just makes everything easier.
Clayton, the pass to Spencer. Here's Clayton. Memphis moving that ball around. Spencer's shot is off. Mavericks leading by 3. Middleton the pass to Nembhard. Thompson for the triple. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
Pass to Clayton. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now, Nembhard. Thompson outside. Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Thompson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Pippen against Nembhard. Pippen feeling it out a bit. No good again that time.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Bagley the pass to Nembhard. Middleton outside. And the Mavericks another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's ready to talk things through with them. GA, you hear about 3-level scores. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Washington's checked in for Chris Middleton. Flag comes in for Klay Thompson. Christie subbed in for Williams. To the left wing. Pass to Coward. The Grizzlies with another miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Washington passes to Christie. Here's Flag, guarded by Jerome. A shot by Nembhard, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Pass to Coward. Back to Jerome. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Mavs.
The Grizzlies have not yet made a free throw in the game, 0 of 2 so far.
First team foul. At the line for one, Ty Jerome.
Mavericks leading by 9. Pass to Flag. Nembhard sets the pick for Flag. To the middle, Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Coward. Shot from 12. Nice jump shot. Good. Dallas has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Jerome. Out to the right wing. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Dallas has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Now, Flag. Shot clock at 5. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Jerome. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
Pass to Christie. Now, here's Washington. Back to Christie from the arc. They get it again. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Here's Washington. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Jerome. Pass to Coward. And stolen by Flag. Here's Washington. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Jerome with it. 15 points in the game. Here's Coward. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Fires it up. Jerome, no good.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
On the wing, Christie. Good on the triple. Christie's got his first 3 points of the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
They set the pick, and they get it. Jerome, no good.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Here's Hendricks, and that one is stuffed right through.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Let's turn up the noise.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Oh, there's a chance. Let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Mavericks 4th.
I think that's what really distinguishes them offensively. They really like to get out in transition.
Pass to Marshall. On the wing, Christie. And here is Washington. Here's Flag. Misses the three. Wells with it. Guarded now by Marshall. Wells passes to Jerome. Outside Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Aldama. Christie with the rebound.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Pass to Gafford. To the paint. Trying to find Marshall. And gets it to him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, top man is going for the jugular.
Outside Jackson. There's a screen by Aldama. Jackson misses. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. With the drive, pass to Gafford. It's stolen by Aldama. Here's Coward. Marshall defending. Now Jerome. He's got 15. Here's Aldama. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The defense unable to fight through that screen, and it results in an open look.
When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question it's become something that's a priority for teams now, and I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific. The Grizzlies trail by 13, down low. Shoots the three, and it's Flag with the rebound. Flag's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Christie. Fires for 3. Aldama with the rebound. Grizzlies shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Jerome. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Now, here's Marshall. Inside. Washington inside. Jackson on him. Back to Marshall. Pass to Gafford. Here's Flag. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. Up top, Jerome. 17 points in the game. The three. It's rebounded by Dallas. At one point, they led by 16.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
That one drops for him.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Here's Jerome. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. Oh, good with the triple.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Pass the flag. Now Christie. Washington with the screen on Jackson. Christie. Grizzlies with the rebound. Aldama's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Jerome. From deep. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, a couple made threes in the first quarter, and he's not slowing down after drilling another one.
On the wing, Christie. Pass to Washington. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Washington. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Nineteen seconds left now here in the second. Jerome with it. 20 points for him. Right side Jackson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Puts up a deep three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Dallas going into the break. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with PJ Washington. PJ, what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shot, rebounding, and not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
You know, for the Grizzlies, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that will have to wait till next year.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Dallas Mavericks.
When you play the right way and you're patient, you usually come out on top.
Yeah, you love a team that will work, sometimes deep into the clock, for their shots. Man, that's great.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. One of the stories here, Ty Jerome getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Mavericks leading by 10. We've got Ty Jerome. Gigi Jackson is out there with Santi Aldama. Then there's Wells, and it's Coward in at the 2. That's the group for Tuomas Isalo as we begin the second half. Shot clock at 6. Back to Marshall. Here's Christie. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Here's Wells. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Wells has got his second bucket of the game to go. Pass to Washington. To the middle. Here's Flag. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
To the right side. Back to Jerome. Lets it go with the three. Sinks the triple. Jerome's got 23.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Now he has quickly piled up the points by stringing those threes together.
Down low. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 11.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Outside Jackson. Now here's Wells. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And the first one drops. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch and shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. And here's Washington outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Coward. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
I like the way they've established their offense to start the half. 3 straight makes.
Christie with the screen for Flag. Shoots over Jerome. Again, the Mavericks score.
Yeah, he goes to the fadeaway right there. I think he thought the defense was a little bit closer.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Grizzlies. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason. And, of course, Dallas, sitting directly below him, just 1 spot down. Now, Eldama, 7 points in the game. Here's Jackson, driving the lane, and the dunk by Jackson.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And that one falls for Jackson. Dallas leading by 4. Pass to Marshall. flag, guarded by Jerome. And it's flag missing.
Well, give the defender credit. Sometimes it's enough to force the miss.
Jerome finds Aldama. There's the screen. Here's Coward. And the basket is good. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Pass to Christie. Jackson against Washington. Here's flag. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Jackson to the inside. Gafford with the steal. Pass to flag. Dallas moving the ball around. Launches a 3. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Here's Coward. Back to Wells. Just 5 on the clock. There's Jackson with the 3. It's good from long range. Jackson's got 6 in the quarter.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Pass to Gafford. On the wing, Christie. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And he's good on the 3 ball. Christie's got 6.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Out left to the wing. Washington passes to Gafford. Now Christie. Here's flag. Off target with his 3. For Memphis, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Outside Jackson takes the 3. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Pass to Washington. There's the triple. The Grizzlies pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Jerome. Outside Jackson. There's a screen by Aldama. And the 3 off target. The Mavericks trail. Christie with it. 6 points for him. Pass to flag. For 3. And it's Coward with the rebound. Coward's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jerome finds Aldama. Good on the shot. And now it's a 3-point Grizzly lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Washington against Jackson. It's stolen by Aldama. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Coward. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Mavericks trail by 5. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Grizzlies making a switch here. Pippen's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Nemhard's checked in. Gafford kicks to Washington. Pippen against Nembhard. Yep, that one goes in there. Nembhard's got 5.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Aldama inside, covered by Gafford. Aldama gets the bucket.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
And Marshall kicks to Washington. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Wells passes to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. They set the screen. Takes a 3. Nailed from three-point land. Jackson's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Pass to Nembhard. Washington with the screen on Pippen. A shot by Nembhard, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Pippen, the pass to Aldama. Outside Pippen. Jackson from long range. Rebounded by Gafford.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Bounce pass Nembhard from deep Washington. It's rebounded by Memphis. Wells has got 5 rebounds tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And the mid-range shot has been there for them over and over. They continue to capitalize on it. Let's see if they keep going back to it.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Mavericks trail by 11. Thompson outside. Nembhard sets the pick for Thompson. Pass to Bagley. Here's Nembhard. Just 5 to shoot. Drills the three-pointer. Nembhard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Pippen, the pass to Aldama. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. And the Grizzlies lead by 10. And so it's Dallas with it. Here's Nembhard. He's got 8. On the wing, Thompson. 20 feet out. The Grizzlies pull it in. Aldama's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And he's still going, but Tim, Klay Thompson has always been celebrated for his run with the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, Kevin, 4 titles, 5 All-Star appearances, 37 points in a quarter. Klay and Steph comprising quite possibly the greatest backcourt tandem in league history.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Klay Thompson last season climbing into the top 5 all-time for three-pointers made and continues to knock them down for Dallas. He said, "My game fits this team so well as far as stretching the floor, playing hard defense, and being a two-way guy. He's looking to add a new chapter to his legacy." Back to you guys.
A future Hall of Famer, no doubt. Okay, thank you, Allie.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Thompson outside, fires the 3. Kicks it down to Middleton. Count it. Middleton's got 7.
It's difficult trying to throw Middleton off his rhythm. Remarkable job staying with that shot.
Here's Spencer, defended by Bagley. And Aldama slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Jacks up a three. Here's Bagley. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, he made it look simple, but that's not always easy to execute.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. Marvin Bagley is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Nembhard in at the 1 spot. Thompson outside. Shoots over Pippen. Good on that shot. And with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Thompson.
Look, if you want to make an instructional video on how to shoot a basketball, just do it with Klay Thompson. Just absolutely perfect form.
Pippen down low. Working on Thompson. Pass to Prosper. Over Bagley. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And every trip up the floor, these are the kind of looks you wish for.
To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Here's Jerome. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jerome's got 29.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Thompson outside, fires the 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
Jerome against Nembhard. And the call will be against Marvin Bagley. That is his first foul of the game. Second minute off the clock now in the 4th. Pass to Pippen. There's a good screen.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Thompson outside. Here's Flagg. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Pippen a screen on Nembhard. Jerome against Nembhard. Pippen for 3. The rebound by Middleton.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Pass to Flagg. From outside the arc. Here's Bagley. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now just a 3-point Grizzly lead.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half. And that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Now Jerome. Nembhard covering. Jerome passes to Hendricks. 6 to shoot. Pippen for 3. And it's Pippen again missing. Mavericks trail by 3. Pass to Nembhard. And here's Middleton to tie it up. Jerome with the rebound. Jerome's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hendricks. It's good. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Jackson. He's checked in for Memphis. And Dallas also making a switch. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bagley. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He said to his players, I believe in you. I know what we have. It was less about X's and O's and more about the team's identity. Guys, they play for one another.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Nembhard, a screen on Pippen. Thompson for 3. Traps in the tray. Thompson's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Mavs.
It's been a modest night scoring so far. Maybe that shot will encourage him to get some more looks.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Pippen. Now Jerome. No one covering. Jerome's got 11 in the second half.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
On the wing, Thompson. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as many as 11 points. Inside, over to the left wing. Pass to Hendricks. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Nembhard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Gafford finds Middleton. He gets that one.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Here's Prosper. Pass to Jackson. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Cooper Flag.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Second team foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Jackson. Shooting 1.
The free throw off from Jackson. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Mavericks. 4-point game. Pass to Christie. Flag sends a screen for Christie. Down low. Washington, that's good.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
And when they really need a bucket, he's the guy that wants to deliver for them.
Aldama passes to Jerome. Back to Aldama. And Aldama slams it in. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Christie. Here's Flag. Guarded by Jerome. Shoots a fader. And it's Flag missing.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Out to the wing. Here's Coward. Pass to Aldama. Jackson deciding where to go with it. A rebound by Washington. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Marshall.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
There's Jerome. And it's Flagg with the rebound. Flagg's got his 8th rebound here tonight. It's Washington high post. Jackson on him. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Memphis. Aldama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Wells, and the dunk by Wells.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
To the inside. Here's Flagg. That one a little long. Memphis leading by 4. Jackson passes to Aldama. And yes, it's good. Aldama's got 12 points here in the second half.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Flagg. Shoots over Jerome. Misses the fadeaway jumper.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
And the call will be against Najee Marshall. That is his first foul of the game. Outside Jackson. Jerome, a screen on Washington. Jackson misses.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Christie with it. Gafford kicks to Washington. 5 to shoot. Dallas moving it around. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Now, Jerome. Shot clock at 5. For 3. Gafford with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Flagg. Move off the glass.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Jackson outside. Here's Coward. From outside. And it's off.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
Here's Flagg. Now Washington. Misses the 3.
Yeah, I think he forced that a little bit there. Should have tried for a higher percentage look from the 3.
Jackson showing the moves down low. Mavericks trail by 6. Flagg with it. Nice move. Washington's outside. Here's Gafford. Now, here's Washington. Gafford sends the pick for Flagg.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now Jerome. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Henry down for personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
For the screen on Jerome. Here's Gafford. It's stolen by Aldama. And they go to the intentional foul.
Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And if you get a chance to build your lead at the free throw line, you've got to take it.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 7. Second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it misses. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Here's Coward. So the Grizzlies take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Hart.